Salut à tous et bienvenue à Stockholm dans les locaux de DICE pour cette deuxième émission spéciale sur les coulisses de Battlefield 4. Et en coulisses, je m'y trouve. D'ailleurs, on va aller à la rencontre de quelques-uns des créateurs du jeu pour en savoir un peu plus, notamment sur le multijoueur. C'est parti. Chut.
So hi Thomas, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Thomas Anderson. I'm the lead multiplayer designer on Battlefield 4.
When I just arrived in the corridor, there were many maps and images on the wall of this office. Can you describe and show us the process of building a map, because it seems complicated?
It is very complicated.
Yeah.
In the beginning, what we did for Battlefield 4 was we gathered ideas from everyone in the office. So everything from execs to receptionists to developers. And we asked them to send us a one-page idea. What thing would you like to see in Battlefield in the future? And we gathered all those things, which you can actually see here. So you can see someone wanted a towering inferno, for example.
That's great!
Flooded city, which is actually a concept that we took further. So that's going to be in the game. So from 150 to 200 ideas, we end up with 10, which is what we have in the game.
Okay.
And that's where this concept comes from. So this was a successful pitch.
The flooded city.
The flooded city.
Yeah.
What if we could flood an entire Chinese city? Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
So when you walk in the corridor just in front of your office and where your team works, we see all those images. What does this stand for?
This is a concept of a map that we started with, and this is something that you can see that we actually put in the game. You are going to see this level later. Okay. So what it does is it's a concept image that kind of sets the mood for the level, so the theme again. Okay. We have backstory talking about why they're fighting. We have quick facts talking about the name of the level, what the location is, the map size, all that sort of stuff. Gameplay features, things that we think make this level unique from a gameplay standpoint. So for example, when it comes to vehicles or the style of infantry gameplay and things. We have a layout. This is where we started out with this level. So this is the basic layout of the map. And we have Levolution. So how the map looks in the beginning and how it transforms as the Levolution event happens.
Okay, we can see the explosion here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the aftermath, sort of just a lid over the level that makes it hard for pilots. We also have concept branding, for example, so that it feels a little bit like the real world. You have photo reference. Things that inspire the people who worked with the levels. You may be really happy to have the possibility to show the different steps of a catastrophe now. You have Levolution, right? Very happy. And I think when people go past this, like you were talking about too, they pick up on all these concepts that we have on the walls. I think it helps the entire team to see what game we're building and to get excited for these themes and concepts.
So first is the idea, then it's the concept and kind of the catastrophe, and then how do you create it? So first, we can actually see that here. This is a first iteration. This was something that they knocked out in a few days. Okay. Just thinking of what they could do with a flooded city. So you have the main theme is the flood of the city, and then you have a bus station, you have chemical storage, you have Market Street, rooftops, Neon Street, Temple Park, gas station. Because we have 7 game modes on 10 maps, and we want all game modes on all maps. We just have to section things up a little bit. So we have an infantry heavy area. We have areas with, here's big wide open streets that they've painted in. And this is for the conquest and obliteration game modes. Okay. So they can use the entire square area of here. And then you of course have Rush, which have a different set of requirements where it's much more linear. Because Rush tries to tell a story, it's very important that they have a good flow from beginning to end, where things get a little bit more interesting with every checkpoint that you pass. Okay. Can you show us a big Levolution moment?
This is how we can test things in the editor.